Yeah.
I literally can't film a Liberty video without wearing my Liberty stuff. Fun fact, this was my first Liberty merch that I ever purchased in my life. Still wear it all the time. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you should definitely subscribe. I upload every other day, college lifestyle and Liberty University videos. That's what today's video is gonna be. And I am going to Liberty in a little bit over a week, like a week and a day. Getting really close. I'm staying in Commons this year. I'm so excited. I was in Commons the last semester of last year and I'm just so excited to go back to school. I'm excited to see my friends, all this stuff. You guys know I'm so excited. So today I asked on Instagram for questions specifically about Liberty because I wanted my last Q&A at home to be specifically about Liberty. All of the Q&As end up being about Liberty because like that's a lot of my audience and it's a lot of my following on Instagram. But you know what? Today is all about Liberty. So I'm gonna answer all of your questions about everything Liberty. Let's get into it. So there's a lot of questions. I'm gonna try to get through all of them. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try my best. How do you get around campus walking? It's so big. It is so big. I actually never got lost except for in DeMoss. DeMoss is confusing. There's a question about that later on in here, but I do walk, especially whenever you're in like Commons and the Hill and all the ones that are like Central Campus. Freshman welcome week, you kind of figure stuff out. Like, yes, it seems so big and so like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get lost so many times, but you actually don't. Especially you're gonna be with like new friends exploring the campus and you really don't have to worry about getting lost or anything like that because eventually you'll figure it out. You have your main campus, which is like Commons, South, and the Circle and the Quads. Those are like the main residence halls that are on this side. You probably won't have to, unless you have friends in like other residence halls like that, you're never gonna have to go all the way on that side. And then they're building all kinds of stuff. I don't even know what all they're building, but main campus basically consists of DeMoss, Montview, which are connected. Montview is a student union. DeMoss is where you're gonna have classes at, most of them. You have the freaking huge library, my favorite place on campus, by the way. And then you have the School of Music, the Science Building, which are both kind of, I don't think they're connected, but they're very close to each other. And then you have the School of Business, which is new. The Rot is right there beside the Freedom Tower, which is the big tower. That's how you kind of see where everything is. And then you have the Hill, that's main campus. You go over to East Campus and you have all the residence halls, Doc's Diner, and the pool. And then you go all the way north. You take 70 to get to North from the bus station, and whenever you go over to North, you have Green Hall where all the classes are, which is connected to LaHaye Student Union, and the ice rink is right next to it. So that was a lot. Take notes. It's really not that hard to figure out, and especially, I hate to say have a map, but like your phone, if you have the app, you can get the LU Today app and know where everything is on the map. Like it has a map on there and you don't look like a freshman, so perfect. How is the Wi-Fi there specifically on East, if you know? I actually have lived on East before whenever I was in theater camp there, and it's totally fine. Sometimes the Wi-Fi just kind of doesn't work, and it tends to be whenever everybody's submitting stuff like on Monday night, because that's whenever all the online class stuff is due. So sometimes it crashes, but overall, for the most part, it's pretty good. Not really a question, but you should do a video talking about campus community and community groups. I think I'm actually really gonna do that because I've seen a lot of people are asking questions about community groups and like, do we have Bible studies and do we have church and stuff? And our church is campus community every Wednesday night, and I love it. Honestly, probably one of my favorite things about Liberty is campus community and community groups afterwards. You have a community group leader. A lot of my best friends are community group leaders next year. You basically just go there right after campus community, meet with your community group leaders, talk about your life, talk about the sermon that we just listened to, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really fun. Probably one of my favorite parts about Liberty, but maybe I'll make a video about that because it is something that a lot of people ask. Best way to meet friends as an incoming freshman. Honestly, I've talked about this in a lot of videos, but keep your door open. If you're in Commons, go out in the common area, or really any dorm, just go out in the common area that you have with people. Go to events, make plans with people as soon as you meet them. Like, be like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. Want to go to Walmart with us? Yeah, let's go. Like, stuff like that. Just like make plans with people if you think that you're gonna like them. Be open to new friendships. Don't just be like, oh, these are the only friends I'm gonna make. Just be open to making all types of friendships, and yeah, you're good to go. Best way to get used to campus. Honestly, just keep exploring it. It's so huge, and sometimes you tend to just like want to go to the places that you have stuff in. So sometimes I'm just like, okay, like Commons, DeMoss, Rot, gym. Like that's like sometimes the only places that I go. It's just like my daily route. But just like explore sometimes, especially use freshman welcome week. Just explore the campus, get lost a few times. You'll find your way back to where you're supposed to go, but just explore. I went into the science building for the first time second semester but it's so cool. So just explore. Freshman welcome week, just go all over. What is the easiest way to make friends your first few days if you're shy? Same thing that I said in the last, just keep your door open, go in the common area. A lot of people ask me my recap video about Liberty. I use the song My Way, and it's like, you are the one thing in my way and stuff like that. And a lot of people are like, oh, what was that about? Like, who was the one person in your way? And like all that stuff. It's not about a person, it's about like fear. Like, I know this sounds deep, I really shouldn't have made it this deep, but like fear could have been the one thing to get in my way of having all those friends, having all those experiences, having literally the best freshman year of my life. Well, obviously I only have one freshman year, but like the best freshman year I could have possibly asked for. It was because I didn't let fear get in my way. And I'm more like, I know that I seem very extroverted, and I am an extroverted personality type, but I tend to want to be by myself a lot more. And a lot of my natural tendencies the first few days was like stay in my room, watch Netflix, get my schoolwork done. But I knew that I would regret that if I didn't go out and make friends. I knew I would regret it later on. So I did, and it made my life 10 times better. So just realize that like just go all in the first week, and then just think of it as like the first week. Just put all your effort into making friends the first week and just putting yourself out there and just doing all that stuff, and then it'll make the whole rest of the year a lot easier for you. What is a good place to hike around Liberty? Sharp Top, Coal Mountain, and Devil's Marble Yard. I've only done Devil's Marble Yard, but I've heard that Sharp Top is the best, and my friends went to Coal Mountain and they loved it. Those are some hikes. I really want to do Sharp Top this year though, so if anybody wants to go with me, let me know, because I really want to go on that. What are the best weekend activities at Liberty? So one thing that I just found out that like recently too, like at the end of last school year, was that Smith Mountain Lake is so fun. Or me and my roommate and all of my friends are definitely going to go to Smith Mountain Lake a lot at the beginning of this school year, because I really want to. Like it was so much fun. It's like, honestly, it's like a beach, and the lake is huge. It's only 45 minutes away. We went to Richmond and that was super fun. I really want to go to Roanoke. All over Lynchburg, honestly. Lynchburg's super fun, especially downtown Lynchburg. They have like a bunch of cute restaurants. DC is 3 hours away. We went to Virginia Beach a lot because my friend lived there, so that's 3 hours away, I think. There's a lot of stuff in Virginia. I know that Charlotte's 3 hours away because I'm gonna go visit Kane, my cousin that's gonna go to UNC Charlotte, close-ish to Lynchburg. So definitely go on a lot of weekend trips, because that's how I made the closest bonds with my friends. What is the most challenging thing about freshman year? Probably schoolwork and friend stuff. It was kind of weird. I think college is a lot about friend groups, and it's a lot about like which friend group are you in, and like getting into that friend group and stuff. And that was especially difficult for me because I was best friends with Michaela all last year, and I made friends on her hall, but they had a friend group, and it's like I like really tried, which I love all my friends that I made in that friend group, but it's just like I've really never been a friend group type of person, and that's something that I think I'm gonna change next year. I still love all of my friends that I made in that friend group, and they're so amazing and I love them all, but I'm really not a friend group person. I've never been a friend group person. I'm more of a floater. Like I just kind of like having friends and everything, but there is kind of more of a tendency to like feel like you need to be in a friend group in college, just because kind of everybody does. But I would say just let it happen naturally. I wasn't on their hall, and they were all in the same hall, so sometimes I would feel excluded, and that was really hard, especially first semester. Second semester I started like actually putting more effort into that, but I think that this year I'm kind of just gonna let things happen naturally and happen how they will. I know that God's gonna place the friends in my life that are supposed to be in my life, and just the people in general. My hall is supposed to be so good next year, and so I'm just focusing more on having fun with like individual people or groups of people, but not feeling like obligated to only spend time with them, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to say anything bad about my friend group from last year because they were amazing, but it's just not what I'm used to, which I guess was good because it's a challenge. But I just personally like just having experiences with different people, different times, different places, like, and not us all being friends and only hanging out with each other. I think, yeah, I love freshman year, but I think that next year I'm definitely going to just have a lot of different friends in like a lot of different places, in addition to my friends from last year. Are you moving away from Liberty? I'm staying on Commons, specifically first semester. I have it set Commons 2, love Commons 2, so That's where I'm saying first semester. Second semester is kind of up in the air because I may do the Disney college program. If I get in, I can apply sometime in August. I can't remember what day it is, but I have a really cool group of girls I'm going through the application process with this time. I really love them all so far, and I've only known them for a little while. The Disney college program is rough. Like, it's hard to say that I know specifically where I'm going to be in the spring, because like if I get into Disney, it's like I can't really say no, because that is a big part of how my career is going to go. But I've decided that I'm not going to do the 6-month one. I'm only going to do the 4-month one if I get in, because, well, there's like 4 months, 6 months, 9 months kind of thing, and I've just decided that if I get in, I'm only going to do the 4-month one, because I've seen a lot of people kind of get tired of it, and it kind of ruins it for them if they stay a longer period of time. I just want to have a really good, short but sweet program and just like really like enjoy my time there. If I want to extend, like if I really want to, I can through the summer. Usually people just go for the program and go back to their school, but a lot of times what happens is people just love it so much that they go to the program, transfer to UCF, and then stay in Orlando and work at Disney. But that is not something that I want to do. Especially as of right now, I really don't want to do that. I want to go back to school at Liberty the next fall or the next semester, whenever I get in. So anyways, to answer your question, for fall, yes, but for spring, I don't know yet. When people who have to fly come to see fall, do they usually go without parents? I'm pretty sure, but, and I know that it's fine if you don't go with parents. You don't have to go with parents, and they obviously provide housing and provide transportation back and forth to the airport. And during Seafall, your parents don't really stay with you anyways. You're more involved in the college life, so it may be better, honestly, but I haven't seen that they go without parents. I don't think it matters either way. What is fall break? I think this year it's like the first weekend in October. It's like the Thursday through that Monday, and if you're close, you can go home. If you're not, then you can go somewhere else. My fall break is kind of up in the air right now. I may go with my friend Haley. She may come with me. Then Haley's my roommate. My friends may come with me. I really like where I live to show my friends, because there's a lot of stuff to do where I live. But then I honestly have it really good because all my friends live in really cool places. And I just think it's so cool. Like, I have a friend that lives in New York and in Virginia Beach and Pennsylvania and like just all over. So I think it's really cool to have friends in cool places. So it's up in the air. You kind of do whatever you want to do, but if you're close, most people just go home for the weekend. Best local fun food / entertainment. Phase 2 is where a lot of people go. It's this club. It's hard to explain where it is. I don't even know. It's like kind of in between downtown and Liberty, like on the interstate. I've been there once and it was really fun. I went for a Waka Flocka concert, but then he didn't even end up coming. But it was fun. It's just, I don't think Liberty students go to it a lot. I mean, I have a lot of friends that go, but that's where a lot of people go. A lot of restaurants downtown. There's like, my favorite is Waterstone, but I really want to go to RA Bistro. It's like kind of more fancier. What's the biggest thing a freshman should be thinking about / planning for? I would say, so they call your degree completion plan the DCP, which always messes me up because I call the DCP the Disney College Program, so it always confuses me. As a freshman, you should be going to meet with your counselor and trying to figure out what your college is going to consist, what your college experience is going to consist of. It's like called your advisor, and it was just figuring out, okay, so what do I want to do? What do I want to make of my college experience? When do I want to do it? What is my major? What do I want to do with my major? What can I do right now in college to make sure that that's my career, like stuff like that. So honestly, I've changed my mind a few times freshman year, but I'm pretty sure I know what I want to do now. But it was kind of just seeing, okay, when do I want to do the Disney college program? When do I want to study abroad? When do I want to have an internship in the summer? Where do I want it to be? Just kind of figuring out, not really the specifics of anything, but kind of just figuring out what do you want to do when, and kind of when's a good time for you to do certain things, because college is so crazy and cool because you can do so much, so many different internships, so many different opportunities for college students. And so it's really just a matter of figuring out when you're going to do those things. That's, at least for me. I guess for other people it's just like, when are you going to take certain classes? That's something that was really helpful for me to figure out freshman year. Freshman year is so exciting. I love freshman year. Why is DeMoss so confusing? Girl, I don't know. I wish it wasn't, because it's just so annoying. But again, if you guys need help figuring out your classes whenever you come for freshman welcome week, I will be there for freshman welcome week. So hit me up on Instagram and I'll help you find your classes. It's confusing for no reason. It's so stupid. Is there a good mix of denominations? For sure. I grew up for a little bit Baptist. I was a really big fan of Baptist. I'm now non-denominational, but I did grow up Baptist. A lot of Baptist, a lot of non-denominational. I'd say that's like a good majority. There's Catholic, Assembly of God, Presbyterian, honestly everything. Yeah, I know somebody from every single denomination, honestly. What do they have us freshmen do after we move in the 22nd/23rd and have a week till school? You basically have like a million events that you can go to, meet people, move in, make friends, go do stuff. It's like, I'm telling you guys, freshman welcome week feels like you're there for a month. I don't know why, but it's just so, oh, it's so hard to explain this, and I totally forgot about this till the other day. I'm like, days at home go by so fast, but days at school feel like 3 days. And so you feel like you are in freshman welcome week for like a month because each day feels like 3 days. And you go to bed that day and you're like, oh my gosh, did I do that this morning? Like that was this morning. But anyways, it feels like you're in freshman welcome week for a month, so it feels like even longer than that. But it's really fun. It's basically just like all about making friends and getting prepared for your classes. So yeah, that you kind of have free range. It's really fun. I love freshman welcome week. Why did I choose Liberty? I have a video on my testimony, just like why I chose Liberty, but basically I went to theater camp, fell in love with Liberty and the people there, went to college for a weekend, fell in love with college for a weekend, and honestly, I was not even considering Liberty until all of that because I went on a tour and wasn't crazy about it, but then I did all that and I was like, I love Liberty, I want to go to Liberty, so that's the very quick summary of how I went to Liberty. Is there any awkwardness between everyone the first few days? If so, how long does it last? Probably just like the first little bit, because after all your parents leave, you're just like, okay, like I'm in a new place, I don't know anybody, like I literally don't know anybody on this hall. I don't have anybody to just go to lunch with. Like, what do I even do now? My mom's gone. That's how I felt, at least. I don't know how everybody else feels, but what you basically have to do to get through that is just say, everyone's feeling this way. I just need to put myself out there, make some friends, and then go do stuff with those friends. Like, just make plans with people. That's all I can say about that. What is a typical LU class outfit? Do people dress up for class? So people do dress up for class, but then there's some people that don't. I never wear sweatpants or pajama pants. I don't even think you can, but there is a dress code, but people complain about that dress code way too much. It's so not that big of a deal. You basically just can't wear, I hate this, but you can't wear things that like show your shoulder, like off the shoulder stuff. Nobody can wear any shorts. Like guys can't wear shorts, girls can't wear shorts. You have to wear pants or a dress or skirt. Really, it's like not, the dress code's really not that big of a deal. You just have to make sure what you're wearing is modest. And honestly, even if you do, not shorts, but like off the shoulder, and like, it depends on your professor, because some professors care and some professors don't. Like, unless you look like really inappropriate, they're not gonna really say anything. How strict are they during convocation? Could you be doing homework / napping, etc.? It kind of depends on your leadership, because if your RAs are really strict about convocation, then like you have to be paying attention to convocation. But I had it both ways. So I had RAs that were really strict, and so I couldn't do anything, but then I had RAs that like were really chill. And I don't want to take, you never want to take advantage of RAs that are like that, because it's cool that they're like that, but it was definitely more chill. You could you can do homework, kind of depends. It's so funny though, if there's a boring speaker, you'll look around convocation and everybody will be on their laptops and their phones, because if they're boring, like, which, like, I mean, obviously you want to be respectful, but sometimes you have homework to do. So just like, it just depends on your RA. Best dining hours, that's the last question. The only times that it's really, really crazy is right after convocation and right before campus community. That's really the only times that it's crazy, are like the really obvious lunch hours. But other than that, so this lighting is really weird. I'm gonna try to finish this right now. That's all the questions that I'm gonna answer in this Q&A. Thank you so much for asking questions. Thank you so much for coming along with me this summer. It's almost over, and I'm really excited to go back to school and be at Liberty. So let me know if you guys are coming for freshman welcome week or whenever. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!